What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video on this YouTube channel. It is the first YouTube video in a while that I've done that is just sat down, and this is Tomasz's second video on the channel.
Is it though?
The other one's coming out later on this year. But if you don't know who Tomasz is, this is the person I was friends with for the first 2 weeks in the Big Brother house, and then we never spoke to each other ever again. And all I did was bitch about him. So Tomasz, welcome to the channel. How have you been? I haven't seen you since that second week.
I know.
Since the chicken task.
I know. It's been forever. He fucked me up completely. He was like, "No need you anymore, bitch." But anyway, I've been good. I have learned how to suck a bullet out of a Glock on safety. Yeah. So that's a thing. Or I've learned how to suck Skittles out of a rainbow too. And I've been practicing my Kegels. I can suction myself up to a wall.
Fuck me.
Anyway.
I don't know what to say after that. I literally don't know what to say. So, let's start. Obviously, we spoke about the thing. Like, what? Because to me, it does piss me off when you think about how, literally, once after that first 2 weeks, it's like we didn't talk.
Yeah.
It's like literally that chicken task. Well, you lost us the task, obviously, because all your fault. Couldn't be better.
Allegedly, just saying, just putting it out there. If we stuck with the first number, we would still pass it.
Yeah, because which I did say.
Yes, you did. I didn't want to get my.
But the thing is, we were overestimating anyway. I don't know how many, because you didn't get it that wrong, I don't think, did you?
No, if we went with the first estimate, we would be just in.
But the Big Brother, just from my memory, they did not. From how it was, because no one was like, I knew it was like what you've done, and I still wasn't like thinking, oh, it's Tom's fault. I was just like, we've lost the task because we fucking overestimated.
Yeah. The thing to point out is, I think it's been, 9 months nearly since obviously Big Brother ended, and watching it back, there is a lot of things that were not quite as they went, to be honest. Because, for example, to people watching, it would seem like we were just friends for a couple of weeks there, and then obviously the whole coming out thing and Lewis's part in his coming out was, in my opinion, extremely exaggerated, and that's how people connected you and him together and just like basically shipped you as this brotherhood or whatever the fuck that was. However, I would just like to point out that I was still always there. It just we didn't talk about anything interesting. That's the thing. We were talking every day, all the time, but we weren't like talking about anything interesting.
Just something like we usually talk.
Yeah, so we didn't make the edit. So for people to then to go on your Instagram and bitch about our friendship and asking what the fuck happened with Lewis's friendship, I'm sorry, but there's things that happened since the show ended that would suggest that actually we're more friends. And I would say, if you can imagine your friend in a certain situation and you know how 100% how your friend would react, then that means that's your real friend. Because like when somebody tries really hard and is there for you and you can hang out all the time or whatever, that is a sign somebody's trying. I'm sorry, but he's currently in another country trying to find himself, so how is he gonna assist you in anything like personally? Do you know what I mean?
Look, the way I see it is, obviously, me and Lewis's friendship on the show was, quite a big thing. It was a big storyline and stuff like that. But coming out, the reason I came out in that house was because I wanted to come out in that moment. And I made that decision. Every single housemate played their own part in it, and in making me feel comfortable enough to do that. And Lewis, of course, did play a big part in that, and I'm very grateful for that. And much the same as you played a very big part in that. Maybe not on television, maybe you weren't there to ask me the question, but what's the build-up to the question? There's 4 or 5 years of build-up to that question. The question is not the most important part. Yeah. And like I've always said, I'll be very grateful for what he did. However, it's one thing I haven't said publicly, because I've always sort of, I've always gave everyone else credit for my coming out. Well, the only person that really deserves, the person who deserves the majority of the credit for my coming out is me. Yeah. And not Lewis. And I'm not saying Lewis himself believes he deserves all the credit, but I do certainly know his cult following does believe that he they do believe that he deserved the credit. He's the reason I came out, and the reality of the situation is Lewis isn't the reason I came out. I'm the reason I came out.
Yes.
He helped me come out, as did other people in the house. You and him, Zoe as well, as to be fair, was another one who really was helpful in the house. And then everyone else played their part, like I say. You know, if it wouldn't have been for me feeling comfortable around everybody, you know, especially then when Hussein and Isabella came in, there were new people in there, but because I felt so comfortable around everyone else, it didn't matter, because Kennelly and Sean and everyone made me feel so comfortable.
And then they have the cheek to say that you didn't deserve to win. I'm sorry, but he won, and it wasn't to anything else other than his amazing character and his personality. There's nothing to do with Lewis whatsoever. He got kicked out. I'm sorry, you fucked up, you got kicked out. I mean, if you want to point out possible wins, which I could have won, but I fucked it for myself, I'm not gonna be better about it. I mean, you want to talk about potential winners, let's talk about some of the irrelevant potential winners that could have won, but they didn't. So let's not get into that, because I'm not gonna stand for that. Oh no, ma'am.
I think the issue is, you know, it's 9 months ago. And I think from memory, when we were in the house, everyone used to, you know, talk about how, you know, we're all going to stay in contact, we're all going to be lovey-dovey, you know, whatever.
Yeah, kumbaya, but...
Yeah, but the reality of the situation is, the way people have reacted to different people when you know, they've come out of the house for various reasons has been so ridiculous. And at the end of the day, I've always been a bit worried to say certain shit, because you have got to kind of be careful. But now it's 9 months old, all of us are going to share this incredible experience with one another, and we're always going to have that special bond, I guess. But that should never gloss over the fact that just because we did a show together, shouldn't gloss over the fact that, you know, the way that people are behaving and it's not even just in the house, it's more what's happened after the house in many respects. Yeah. That's telling.
There was a lot of different comments behind the scenes. There was a lot of shade, there was a lot of questioning, there was a lot of doubting, there was a lot of jealousy from certain various housemates. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I think a lot of people are equally to blame for making him feel bad, because he did feel bad at times, even for winning. Like, I can say from my perspective, somebody who didn't win, that when we were there in the show, the last thing on our minds was the 100K. Like, that was the last thing. We were talking between each other. We were just like so excited by being in Big Brother that just like putting money at the end of it was just a cherry on top of a gorgeous cake, and we did not want to get into that cherry anytime soon. We just wanted to stay as long as possible.
You know, that's what it was always about. We always used to say we wanted to get to the final. That was what we used to speak about, because we wanted to be there. Yeah. Right until the end.
Didn't happen for me, but girl, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
It should have happened.
Yeah, but bitch, I don't want to hear anymore about this kind of fucking coming out strategy, because trust me, even the genius couldn't come up with this kind of shit. And he is no genius, I'm sorry, Cam, but you need a little bit more gameplay in you to come up with shit like that.
I'm the shittest game player in the world, but apparently I'm the best game player of all time.
No, bitch. No, ma'am. So I don't want to hear any more fucking shit. People were not there after the show when we were meeting up, when we were picking the fucking flat together. They were not there when we were doing things together. They don't know. So I don't want to hear any of that shit anymore, just because he posts a picture with me on Instagram or whatever, and everybody just like blasting me, where is Lewis? I'm sorry, but he's finding himself in Bali. I don't know what he fucking loves, but he's finding himself there, living the fuck alone. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't even. Anyway.
I think some friendships in the house, this is the best way I can judge, you know, my good friendships in the house, is the case of, obviously I won. As I said to you yesterday, if the shoe was on the other foot and you won and I didn't, this would be exactly the same.
Yes, and exactly.
There is one definitive difference between one of my close friendships. The reality of the situation is, if I wouldn't have won and they would have won, we probably would be those best friends and, you know, other things that people said we were going to be for life. Obviously it didn't go that way. And, you know, since then I have had to put up with things that, in my opinion, if you were as good of a friend as you claim to be, you wouldn't be doing that, because I certainly wouldn't be doing that if the shoe was on the other foot to certain individuals.
Oh yeah, and I'm not doing that to you, for
Exactly.
fuck's sake.
And
You can joke with your friends as much as you want, and you can be shady as you want, but there is people that are smart will pick up on the shade that actually coming from the heart, and it's actually coming from a little bit of jealousy and envy, and this is not on. This is not friendship. Of course, you can be mates with a person like that, but let's not talk about real friendship.
On a lighter note,
Well, I don't know.
Big Brother's finished now. It is,
Unfortunately.
you know, it is in an effect in the past. I guess now is what, for me, I just want to make Big Brother that, you know, it's this, and put it into memories, kind of accept it, like, because it's still a bit of a, like, it's still a bit of bless. It doesn't feel like it's fucking actually happened.
But yeah, it feels like ages ago, right?
Exactly.
It
So it's
feels
just
like
like
years.
trying to like piece that together and then, like, you know, move on with my life. It'll always be a part of my life, but I don't want it to be the only part of my life, the only thing that I've done. And obviously that's difficult because it's very difficult to do anything that eclipses that, so you're always going to be known as the Big Brother housemate or the, you know, whatever. But that's I guess what is it now? What do you want to do now? Like, Big Brother's done, Big Brother's finished. Like,
So I just wrapped up filming for a show. It's obviously I can't say just yet what it was. It wasn't obviously the 43 days like I spent in Big Brother house, but it's something on TV, so you can see me again. What's next? I don't know. Something that suits my character, because obviously I have zero talents, so I can just ride on being myself, you know. So something that suits me, I suppose I'm gonna do. What about you?
it's me. I mean,
I see modeling potential in those bone cheeks and everything, and you know, you're tall, you're slim. Be a model. Work.
what I want to do, this sounds pathetic, but is just create, you know, content, whether that be music, whether that be videos, whether that be whatever. Stuff that I'm passionate about, talk about things that I'm passionate about and I enjoy. And do some more fun stuff, some projects, you know, I've spoke to you about, you know, different things we could do and different almost like documentaries and like comedy things we can do, just different videos, different projects that we can do. I think that's kind of just what I want to kind of like do in the future. I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, Big Brother does have like a lasting impact on you as well, and not in necessarily a positive way as well. I mean,
oh yeah, it reveals a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. I'm very grateful for Big Brother. I mean, if Big Brother came back and they gave me a call and wanted me to come back on, I'd definitely do it.
Oh, bitch! Immediately.
But I think especially because of, but I think if anything, it just teaches you about, you know, life and people and friendships and connections and stuff like that, and how to judge, you know, the different sides. So I guess I've learned quite a lot from it. You know, I don't think you could do that experience and not learn from it. I think that's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
It's something you're always gonna take from it. So yeah, I just guess the future is the future. Let's walk and see.
I know. And please stop talking shit about his coming out and him playing the game. I can't stand for that anymore. And I'm gonna be so vocal about it, and I'm gonna block you all fuckers if you piss me off. Just saying, girl. No tea, no shade, just saying, it's the reality. And also, just so you realize, we are friends. We hang out as much as we can, and we're not going to take any shade from you guys saying that, oh my goodness, this is coming out of nowhere. But no, you weren't there, you don't know shit, you're seeing some show, whatever, you probably didn't even stay for the commercials, so sit back down. Just saying.
I mean, I think we should retouch this at, like, I don't know, spilling the tea with tomasz or something, because this is basically what this video has been. I've loved it. So I'm sitting back. You know what I'm seeing? You know when Simon Cowell, you know, like Susan Boyle came out and he just saw money symbols. I'm just seeing like.
No, but here's the thing. I was very quiet as soon as the show ended. There was some obviously drama on social media, whatever. People coming for each other. I was like, bitch, I don't want to get involved in that. Absolutely not. But when you come for me and him, we are not gonna play around anymore, and I'm gonna say it how the fuck it is. I'm sorry, but you don't come for me, bitch, because I'm gonna come for you, and you're not gonna like it.
I've never seen Shade Fan come out so much in my life.
No, this is I'm fuming. I'm fuming because, like, okay, people can fight between each other whatever the fuck they want, and they can come for each other, I don't care. But as soon as you come for me or for somebody that's important to me, bitch, I will sit on you and you will not survive that. Trust me, look at me.
Yeah.
It's true.
you have gone off on one.
Yeah.
James,
Anyway.
give us some fun questions.
Yes.
What?
Give us some fun questions.
Jesus, like, that's a bit sprung on.
Well,
Questions like what?
fun.
Fuck, I don't know. Would you rather have toes for legs or legs for toes?
I would eat my own legs because it's toast. It's delicious.
I'd rather you come up with a better fucking questions.
I can't think.
Think of something fun.
Yeah, fucking hell, am I fun though?
No, yeah. No, you are fun.
I
Most
think
of
it's
the
a fun
time.
question. Do you like Prosecco?
Glam Squad!
Do you want to punch in the face, Pete? I'm gonna come and punch you in the face.
Work on
Start with me.
Oh, we should end the video with shut up and keep.
I mean, if that's what you want to say, I mean.
No. Listen, we'll get to that one.
If we leave this in the edit, we leave this in the edit.
I mean, listen, I don't have creative control. I'm sorry.
So that is going to bring to the end this video with Tomasz. It's certainly been a case that you have. I mean, you've stolen the show once again,
stop.
as you did with Big Brother. You've stolen the show. Leave down in the comments below if you want to see me and Tom do some videos together. What do you want to see us do? We have some ideas. We have a bit more of a plan of a different project. We've got to speak with a couple of other people about it as well, including James, about some stuff to do. So maybe that's something to look forward to, but that won't be for a while. Keep your eyes peeled on that. But any ideas you've got, please let us know. And please ask some interesting, fun questions, because if we have to rely on James for fun questions, we're fucked.
We're in trouble, girl. I'm not gonna lie.
What was I meant to think?
Toast for legs I mean, grow up. You did. Come on, James. Come in the video for the end.
Also, plug my fucking Instagram, bitch.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, do you want sit on my lap? So,
Aren't they cute, my babies?
So what? You. This is your outro.
I'm putting them in the twin protection program.
TPP.
TPP. Go fund me.
RSPTA.
Right, do you want to outro the video?
BDSM. What? Anyway, follow me on my Twitter at Tomasz Bania and Instagram Tomasz Bania Official.
We will put them in the description.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Well, I will.
Okay, thank you.
Of course I fucking will. That is that.
Yes, and please respect the boundaries, respect that you don't know everything about everything, respect the fact that you've only seen a little bit of the show, maybe all of it, but it's still episodes and it's still, you know, there's different things going behind the scenes. And for example, you didn't know that we were like better friends than him and Lewis, like you didn't know that. Respect that, please. Just saying, for the sake of mental health and respect in general, just hold up on the judgment in the future. Okay.
And on that note, thanks for watching the video, and I'll probably see you in about 10 months' time.
Knowing your schedule, bitch.
Bye.
Ah. We did it.
Hey.